All right, welcome back. Vaccine mandates are causing public service and government agencies to force out employees. This includes Customs and Border Patrol agents. CPB already struggling with a record surge of illegal immigration. They are now fighting what seems to be an unwinnable battle. For a closer look, let's check in with border correspondent Jason Jones for more on this. How's it going, Jason?
It's going well. It's good to be with you.
Yeah, going well. I imagine, though, things are going to get a little rough when it comes to the folks that remain on the job for CPB. Is there anyone who is really supporting this inside Customs and Border Patrol? I would imagine even among the leadership, this is not a popular decision.
I'm sure it's not. I've reached out to the Reagan building in Washington, D.C. to try to get a statement. We haven't got anything back as of yet. I will tell you, of all the things that we've been talking about along the southwest border, whether it be in the caravan heading our way, the cartels, the alien smuggling organizations, the deadly fentanyl crossing the border, all of that takes a second seat to this, because if we lose between 3,000 to 5,000 U.S. Customs and Border Protection agents nationwide, which is what is being projected internally, I got to tell you, the effects on our southwest border are massive. And everything that we've been dealing with for the last fiscal year of 1.7 million apprehensions, the drugs, it's all coming. And the cartels, I can tell you, somebody that knows them very well, they will take complete advantage of the openings that are going to occur on that border.
Yeah, we saw how voters defeated the idea of defunding the police in Minneapolis, but this is in effect what this does as well. This defunds, at least takes people off the front lines from this battle, doesn't it?
It absolutely will. And I have to tell you, this affects every American. We are dealing with the worst overdose death crisis in American history. You can look at that data up at 96,000 overdose deaths from March of 2020 to March of 2021. So I'm extremely concerned. I'm not going to kid you. I've never seen the border the way it is, and I've worked that border for many decades. And I will tell you, all Americans should be concerned about this. And we need to be hearing something from the DHS secretary as to what he's going to be doing to mitigate these losses if they occur. I get this is the administration's policy. If this is where they're going to go, fine. But what are they going to do to stop it? Are they sending FBI? Are they sending DEA? What are they going to do? Because I have to tell you, they're going to have to do something. The national security here are going to affect the country, and it's going to overwhelm every local, state, and federal agency working that border.
Well, folks can see on the screen, we know we've been talking about this story here, reported initially in the Wall Street Journal, that said the Department of Justice was going to pay illegal immigrants who were separated at the border under the Trump administration's zero-tolerance policy $450,000. Although Joe Biden was asked about that yesterday, and here's what he said.
Do you think that might incentivize more people to come over illegally?
If you guys keep sending that garbage out, yeah. But it's not true.
So this is a garbage report?
Yeah.
Okay. So
$450,000 per person. Is that what you're saying?
That was separated from a family member at the border under the last administration.
That's not going to happen.
Okay. And then just a follow-up, because you mentioned Trump a couple times.
All right. So President Biden says it's not going to happen. I was skeptical of this report as well. It seems crazy that they could pay a family up to $1 billion or $1 million for one family. There's a lot of money in this pool. Do you think this is a serious proposal and that the administration is walking it back now because so many people said no way would this happen, or is he lying right there?
Yeah, it's a good question. We don't know. What we do know is that 2,100 families were separated and now have been brought back together with another 1,700 that are still left. And that just kind of gives you an amount of how many families we're talking about they were looking to pay out. They may have gotten caught here. We really don't know internally. But here's the ultimate issue. It's more of the same old thing we keep hearing from this administration, and that is telling the world that if you come, you will make it. And not only that, you might get some money. So see, from the cartels and from the alien smuggling organizations, they take complete advantage of this. And they start telling people, hey, if you go now, you might be able to make some of that money, because they're hearing this messaging. And this is exactly the wrong perception that you want to create. And look, you see it in the data of what they've been doing this last fiscal year. We've apprehended people, I'd say the men and women of U.S. Customs and Border Protection have apprehended people from over 151 countries, according to CBP data. That's a clear example that the messaging coming from the White House is absolutely failing us, and we see it in the apprehensions.
It's failing the people of this country, too, especially those who are dealing with the drugs and the crime that comes with the illegal immigration. Great to see you. Thanks so much, Jason.
great to be with you. Thanks for having me.